Alright guys, be honest. Who here thought that the painting was George's? I cannot believe that did not register in my head. Oh man. Anyways everyone, thank you again and welcome back to some more of the house in Fata Morgana. I want to thank you all, especially for the likes and support you continue to show this series. It really means a lot. We're nearing it guys. We're about ready to leave and well, I don't know how it's gonna go, so I'll just see how it goes and go with the flow like I usually do. So with that said guys, I hope you all continue to enjoy watching. Let's keep it going. I must say, that is rather an amusing sight. It's definitely not every day you get to see a full-grown man turned painting being hauled down a spooky hall by his little bro, George's. It does make me wonder though, are you two really brothers? I have a hard time believing you share even a drop of blood with this obnoxious lout, Mikkel. We are brothers, right, Georges? Whoa. Don't you start questioning it too, Mikkel. We are absolutely, positively, 100% brothers. She has a good point, though. We don't even look that much alike. No shocking family plot twist here. I've known you since you were a baby, Mikkel. Maybe you were secretly illegitimate, Georges, not me. You're not gonna let go of this, are you? I'm just playing with you. Oh my god, you just laughed. Yes? What? I didn't get to see it. What was it like? Give me all the details. An ordinary laugh. Is the world ending? It's not that big a deal. I laugh just like everyone else. No, you most certainly do not. Nope, you definitely don't. Well, so much for my tearful reunion with the brother I always knew and loved. Anyway, since we're breaking character here, how about one from our favorite Witch 2? And no cackling, that doesn't count. Excuse me, why would you want me to? Because every time I've seen you smile, it's never been about anything good. Plus, now that you've got your face back, you're actually quite the looker. Go on, give me a big old grin. Not happening. Come on. Okay, fine, if you don't want to do it for me, pretend it's for Mikkel. What do I have to do with anything? You can do it for all of Mikkel, can't ya? Show him those pearly whites, girly. Oh, if you insist, I suppose I can smile for Mikkel, but only him. Excuse me, was that supposed to be my voice? Because I do not sound anything like that. Look at you, puffing your cheeks and red in the face. Georges, try not to tease her too much. Ugh, I don't know how anyone can stand you. It's like every word that comes out of your mouth exists solely to ruin the mood. You know, maybe it wouldn't hurt to lighten up a bit. This is the end of a long journey, but that doesn't mean we have to make it a somber and uptight affair. I am genuinely not sure how I feel about you, the most somberly uptight man I know, telling me to lighten up. She's got a point, but I'm not that bad, am I? Anyway, shall we be off now? That we shall. The witch and her band of merry men departs. I'm not sure if one person in a talking painting constitutes a band. Giselle, I know we'll find each other again. I have faith we will. We'll cast away this mansion's darkness, and then I'll await your return, no matter how long it takes. Yes, I think it's time we took our leave. Having finished what we set out to do, and retrieved George's as well, we make our way to the mansion's entrance hall. The large door stands there, firmly shut, holding in the darkness as it has for countless generations. But that time is almost at an end, the door ready to be opened, to end the cycle, and begin anew. Being a painter for all these years, I never realized just how big a place this was. All I ever got to see was a hallway, and maybe a couple of doors. I mean, talk about dull, you know? Feels like I'm on an adventure exploring a whole new world. Very dark world. Mikkel, would you mind shutting him up? If only it were that simple. Can you blame me for being talkative? It was a lonely life. That would be fine if you had any concept of the appropriate time and place to be chatty. Are you aware of where we are right now? The entrance by the looks of things? Precisely. The end to a centuries-long act of vengeance is but a few feet beyond that door. And you're chatting away like it's another day at the court. Try to maintain at least some semblance of gravity if you would. I'm starting to notice you're rather ceremonious, aren't you, Morgana? This is a day to be celebrated, not to be all stiff and no fun allowed. Are you not at all worried? There's no guarantee any hope lies beyond that door. After all, when the mansion disappears, so too will we. And that is the rightful state of things. Our present forms may cease to exist, but our souls will live on. And so long as they do, we will eventually return to the world. Now let's press onward, not fearing a temporary end. Well said, Mikkel. If I had feet, you'd have just swept me right off of them. Georges, I'm beginning to wonder what would happen if I threw you at the wall. Now, let's not do anything hasty. Oh, for God's sake. You're the guide. So let's go then, shall we? Morgana's right. There's a severe lack of gravity to the affair. And is it just me, or did she grin? Was that like a little smile? But thanks to George's lackadaisical nature, whatever fear I had is gone as well. His ever-playful interactions bring me back to when I was alive, to when it was me and my two brothers. Fond memories of the times we had together, of the admiration I had for them, me chasing after them. Nothing could possibly replace those days, and I'm glad I had a chance to reflect on them, if briefly, before the end. I take a few steps forward, stopping just in front of the door, and Morgana steps up beside me. I envision the light that lies beyond it, radiant and white, waiting to rip through the darkness. The light we seek, that we've long sought. And taking a deep breath, look up at the door, place my hand on its hard surface, and push it open, welcoming the future it holds. Burn the witch. What? Crucify the impure. We take one step back, then another. When we find outside, it's not a blinding realm of light, but churning blackness in the stench of blood and rust. Metal clanks, growing louder with each heavy footstep of the approaching night. Unbelievable. Death to the unholy. 3 days and 3 nights hanged upon the cross, purified by the fires of heaven. Death. What's going on? I never summoned this thing. Even though we're no longer holding hands, I can feel Morgana's trembling. She's no longer the witch, the once absolute ruler of this domain, but a frightened young girl. Placing my arm around her shoulders and pulling her in, I stare half dumbfounded at the knight. It is our holy duty, as knights of the church, to deliver punishment unto the heathen who made a pact with the devil. The knight draws nearer and nearer, its movement sluggish but constant. Didier. Wait, for real? Crucify the witch. Cast judgment upon the demon. The word witch coming from the delirious vengeful phantom's mouth proves far more distressful for Morgana than me. Whoa, hold on. What's Dee doing here? Please come to your senses, Didier. I know it's you. Judgment, crucifixion, execution. No, I'm not a witch. The night is partially occluded by the dark, writhing miasma enveloping him, but he bears the same muscular build as the Didier I knew in life, and he's unwaveringly determined to see us executed. Didier, this is not how I had hoped our reunion would go, Didier. Why, after so very long, is this how the three of us find each other again? Images flashed through my mind, the day I left the Bollinger estate, when Didier promised we would one day meet again. Them each gave me a hug before I climbed into the carriage. First Didier, then Georges. Is this my fault? Is he here because I wish to be reunited with my brothers? Is this the way fate chose to grant that wish? Burn the witch. Ah, well, look at that. Guess I'm not your only blockheaded brother, huh? Georges, before you get any bright ideas, Mikkel, it's not your fault our long-awaited family reunion didn't quite go as planned. Just like me, Dee cursed himself. Only it seems his was a whole lot more powerful. God, I really didn't pay a lick of attention to either of you, did I? The unclean witch must be purified from this world. It is my duty. Hey, Dee, are you in there? I shoved a whole lot of crap onto your plate. Keeping up with the family name, taking care of Mom, just about everything I could to leave to you, I did. I must uphold the honor. of the family name. And then when it was all over, I blamed you for killing our little brother. I was convinced that you could do anything, that you were stronger than anyone. Crucify the witch. I'm sorry, D. Burn the witch. He continues his plodding march forward, seemingly unaffected. It's impossible to tell if George's words are getting through to him. Stop, Didier, please. And my words don't seem to be either. Didier! He's closing in on us, and we're running out of space to retreat. Alright, D, if that's how it's gonna be. But just this once, okay? The knight takes another heavy, merciless step towards us. The exit's right here, right there. But we're backed up against the wall. The end was almost within our grasp. Yet it seems so hopelessly far away now. Please, Didier, don't do this. I know you don't actually want to hurt anyone. Didier! The knight raises his sword, thrusting it forward with a sharp whoosh. Death. But then, breaking free from my grasp, the painting leaps into the air. I'm really sorry. You got stuck with a pair of dolts for brothers. Georges! The next second, my eldest brother's blade pierces Georges. Georges! Georges! His form wavers momentarily before fading into the darkness, his voice lingering behind. Don't worry about me, Mikkel. I got my share of redemption already. I know we can be a bit of a pain, but do for D what you did for me, would ya? Now go on, call out to him. Suck in a big old breath, and call out to our brother with everything you've got. Georges! It is my duty to punish the impure. Gah! To uphold the Bollinger name. Didier! Despite having already stabbed Georges, the knight continues his march, blade pointed straight at me. I clench my teeth and glare at my eldest brother. Running is out of the question. This doesn't have to go on any longer. It is my duty as the eldest son. You deserve to be freed from your bonds as well. Be gone from this world. Didier! I shout his name with every ounce of air in my lungs. His eyes go wide, and his blade swerves off course, missing my heart. And piercing my gut instead. Didier, it's okay. You can let go now. It's not your responsibility anymore. You have no duty to anything anymore. Didier! I reach my hand out for my brother. Blood spills from the hole in my abdomen in rhythmic spurts, and I can feel something hot rising in my throat. But that doesn't stop me. That doesn't stop my hand crawling through the air toward him. He's my brother. I have to do whatever I can for him. Free him. Bring him back. Didier, there's nothing here in need of your judgment. With shaking fingers, I clasp my brother's arm. I squeeze, holding on with what vigor remains, and gave another shout. Look me in the eyes, Didier. Please. Hear my voice. Hear your brother's voice. I can't stand to lose anyone else. If you don't come to your senses, then George's sacrifice will have been in vain. It's time for you to break free, for all three of us to be free of the curses we placed on ourselves. Didier, please! I hear a sound that's somewhere between a grunt and a gasp. My vision's gone blurry, so I blink hard several times, clearing my eyes to get a better look at him. Didier! I see his face, twisted in anguish. Mikkel. Didier. Oh, thank goodness. You heard my voice. Did I do this to you, Mikkel? It's nothing. I made the same terrible mistake once more. Didier, I caused you harm, attempted to take your life. It's alright, Didier. Mikkel, release yourself from the chains that bind you. But those aren't your duties anymore. You don't have to protect the family name or uphold the order standards. You can do as you wish. Punish me for my wrongdoing. Please, Mikkel. Punish me. Didier. Cast judgment upon me. It's all in the past. Judgment is not necessary for anyone. That doesn't change what I did. I killed you. I hanged you from a cross. I must be made to pay for my sins. Punish me, Mikkel. I implore you. Didier. I think I know now why you never removed your helm that day. Why you remained silent for the whole ordeal. Mikkel, you were crying, weren't you? Weeping for me. Your tears are atonement enough for me. Mikkel, you bore a great deal of responsibility in life. As the Bollinger's firstborn, you were obligated to protect the family's honor. And as a knight of the church, you were tasked with the duty of my execution. You had no other choice. I sincerely believe there was nothing else you could have done. I bear no grudge against you, no resentment for the decisions you were forced to make, and I certainly don't curse you. Let's just forget it all. It's long over and done. Still, it was a mistake I never should have made. I took the life of the purest soul I know. There is no honor in that. Didier, I put protecting the family name above protecting my actual family. You trusted me. You believed in me to the very end. And I killed you. I knew what I was doing. I knew you weren't cursed. I knew you weren't a witch. I knew you weren't a demon child. You were never unclean. You're my brother. Your family. And I robbed you of your life. There's no one in this world more unfit to be a knight than me. You don't have to be a knight anymore. You don't have to be the Bollinger's firstborn son. Deciding not to wear those labels won't make you any less the brother I'd always loved. I'm honored to have been born into the same family as you. Mikkel, there's something I never had the chance to tell you, Didier. All my life, I looked up to you, admired you. And I still do, even now. If there's a next life awaiting us, I hope we can be brothers again, Didier. Would you mind if I wished for that? No, of course not. Please do. And I hope you'll allow me to wish for the same. I love you, Mikkel. My dear little brother. Upon those words, Didier's phantom begins fading away. A white mist that almost looks like it's made of undulating particles of light rises up around him. And before he's completely enveloped, I catch a glimpse of the tears streaking his cheeks. Oh, he's not the only one, man. It's the first time I've ever seen him crying. I attempt to give him a smile in return. But if I were to guess, I'd say it probably looks rather forced. The fact that I'm fighting back tears at the same time certainly isn't doing anything to make it convincing. Oh, brother, you're not the only one with tears in his eyes right now. It's forming, man. I'm trying hard. Before he's completely faded away, I wrap my arms around my brother's shoulders, much like he did for me on the day of my exile. Not as an eternal farewell, but as a promise that we'll meet again. Didier, Georges. Right now, in this moment, I have no regrets about having been born a Bollinger. All I have is great pride. So I pray that one day, be it 10 or 1,000 years from now, the three of us can be reunited. I've got a number of things going through my mind right now. Morgana, I'm just not sure how to put any of it into words. Don't worry. Those words say everything. You can cry if you want. I won't mock you. I promise. No, I won't cry. I'll save my tears for our reunion. Oh, that painting. It didn't have to get itself destroyed. He'll be fine, I'm sure. I have faith. And as you know quite well, wishes do come true. Would you mind giving me a hand, Morgana? I'm gonna need a little help getting back up. After a moment's pause, she hesitantly extends her fleshless hand. I clasp the bones and with her aid, pull myself to my feet. Blood spurts from my gut as I do. There's not much in the way of pain, strangely, only creeping exhaustion. I feel like my legs will give out if I so much as give them the chance. Leaning on Morgana, we make our way back to the entrance. You're not going to disappear, are you? Don't worry, Morgana. I won't disappear. Alright. Let's open the door. Together. Bring light into this world of darkness. Move forward. Start anew. Brighter. Let's. I take in a deep breath. Look up at the door. My eyes in the future. It's time to open the door. Not to an ending, but the door to a new beginning. May the world that awaits us be filled with light. Immersed in near blinding light, we press onward. It's white in all directions, not the tiny speck of color to contaminate it. In fact, the concept of direction doesn't seem to exist in this world. Only pure, never-ending white. Actually, no. That's not right, now that I consider it. I was thinking of white as an absence of color. But white, the color, fills this plane. It's all disappearing. We made the right choice, didn't we? Yes, this is how it's meant to be. You're a rather impressive man, I hope you realize. Not only did you free 3 trapped souls, you also saved your brother. I didn't do any of that alone. Without help, I doubt I would have made it this far. I would have shattered yet again, until nothing was left. And Giselle gave you that strength? She did. So what, you're going to wait here for her? I am. In that condition, I won't let myself disappear before she's made it back. Do you remember the warning I gave you in the mansion about how if a soul is damaged and destroyed, it's wholly and utterly erased from existence? Never to return in any shape or form. If you lose much more blood, that's what will happen to you. You'll be erased forever. Don't worry, I won't let that happen. You push yourself too hard, Mikkel. I feel like you're hurt in some way almost every time I see you. Though I suppose about half of that would be my doing. You may have caused me some pain, but I also wouldn't be here without you. What? I mean it. If you say so. Besides, I practically only ever seen you hurt too. I suppose so. Whatever form your soul may assume in your next life, I'll be praying there's far less pain in it for you. This is why I'll never get along with you. Always concerned about others. Can I ask you something? If you were to be born again, would you want it to be in a fully male body? That's what I've always wanted, so yes, I would. In your next life, if you have one, do you want to see Giselle again? Absolutely, I do. And what if you could only have one or the other? Which one would you choose? Do you even need to ask? No, I suppose not. You know, I'm neither a witch nor a saint, just an ordinary powerless soul now. So my wishes aren't likely to cause any more miracles. But I think I'll wish for something anyway. For what? Not telling. Well, I'll be off then. Alright. I didn't think it would be so difficult to come up with parting words. You can say whatever you like. The first thing that comes to mind is fine. Okay, then I'll say to you the same thing I said to them. Farewell, Mikkel, until our souls cross paths once more in the boundless sphere of fate. Farewell, indeed. If, however, if by some infinitesimally low chance we do happen to meet again, would you be my friend? Morgana. Absolutely. I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm not a nice person, you know. I'm nothing like the white-haired girl. I'm sure to be off-putting and rude, to cause you much grief and pain. Don't worry. I'm resilient enough to handle a little pain without pulling away. You're fine as you are. You don't need to change. So let's meet up in our next lives and become good friends. Not good friends and not acquaintances either. Just plain friends, understood? Understood. I'm rather looking forward to it. Now, this is goodbye for real, so I suppose I'll part with some uncharacteristic honesty. I'm glad to have had you in my life, Mikkel. And thank you for everything. Morgana. Farewell. Until our souls cross paths once more. It's so quiet. So unbelievably desolate. Giselle, you endured centuries waiting for me to return. I'll wait right here for as long as I must. I can feel the mansion, that gathering place for the departed, fading away. I did it, Giselle. I broke the curse. I cast off the darkness. I saved Morgana and all the other souls trapped there. I couldn't have done it without you. I miss you, Giselle. All I want is to see your face, to hear your voice, feel your warmth, tell you how much I love your smile. Where are you, Giselle? I know I said I wouldn't let myself disappear until you came back, and I'm wishing with all my might for my body to hold out, but it doesn't seem to be working very well. I'm coming to realize as I grow weaker that the will of one man is nothing in the face of the will of the universe. Where are you, Giselle? I can't see you anywhere. I can see right through my hands, Giselle. My lower body is already gone, and the rest of it is following. I hope you'll still be able to find me, even without a body. Man, this is sad. Like, everything's finally disappearing, and so is he. I've lost my voice now, Giselle. I don't have much left to lose. I'm dissolving into light. Say my name, Giselle. I want to hear you say my name. I'm here, waiting for you. Where are you, Giselle? Am I making it through to you even a little? I need you. I can't allow myself to disappear until you've returned. Alright guys, sorry for the cut, but I'm going to end it here for today. Thank you all for watching. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. So as usual, until the next one. Thank you all for watching.